YTPC, Mark VV, the Castello Codger, coming at you via the virtual airwaves of YouTube to say hello and good afternoon from the Codger's lair. Oh, I got C.S. Lewis. He's kicking my table. I got C.S. Lewis. Got some Warcraft figurines. So you're in a safe spot. You're in a safe spot. Anyway. Welcome, everyone, to what will be called the Final Purge of my pipe collection. I have 10 pipes here. I actually added one today. This is the day after I recorded the last video, so I said I was going to try to record it last night. That didn't happen. Today is happening because I have a little time off from work and I without kids for a few hours. So I have a few minutes here to do the pipe purge video, the final pipe purge video. There were two that were kind of, I was hemming and hawing over, and I decided to keep them because they have a special place in my pipe heart. So we're going to keep those. But when I go through my, eventually I'll get down to like showing you the pipes that I have and that are in my prized Castello collection. These two are not Castellos. One's a Peterson, one's a Savinelli. But I kept them for a good reason, and maybe one day they'll get purged. Who knows? But as of now, I have no intention of purging them. But these 10, unfortunately, were cut like American Idol. They're not getting the golden ticket. So one of them is actually smoked, and I will point that one out, obviously. But with the intent to not make this video too long, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. If you see one, there's the caveat here. If you see one that you like, email me at the Castello Codger, thecastellocodger@gmail.com, or mgv2@gmail.com, and preferably the Castello Codger email address. That way I can keep it all in one spot, and I will entertain offers. However, my sincere ask, since these are expensive pipes, don't lowball me. Like, don't send me hey, I want to pay you $50 for that Ardor. That's just not going to happen. I can't afford to sell those pipes for that much of a cut. I know smoking pipes will offer me more than that, so I'm trying to have at least a bare minimum I'm thinking of with terms of pricing. But if you see one that you like, and it's a Castello or an Ardor, or there's even a Dunhill in here, go Google prices on these pipes and understand what they cost before you email me. That way there's no hurt feelings or say absolutely not, that's a stupid offer. Don't make me tell you that's a stupid offer. I'm not gonna say that, but I'm gonna feel that in my heart. Got them in a bag, but I'm gonna separate them. So yeah, just offer me something fair. These are new pipes, so I'd like to get kind of what I paid for them. If not, Smoking Pipes is going to get them, and they're going to sell them for probably just as much as you pay me. So we will go through the non-Castello, non-Ardor pipes first. Then we're going to do Ardors, and then we're going to do Castellos. Okay, so first pipe up. This is smoked very lightly. This is, and I do have the boxes for all these, so if you want the box, you can have it, but it's going to increase the shipping cost. So just FYI, because those boxes are not going to fit in a medium. They may fit in a medium flat rate, but certainly not a small. So if you're expecting to pay $10 for shipping, no, it's going to be in the bigger box. I think they're 18 or $19. Anyway, This is a Dunhill white spot. Got the little pipe bag. It's a little dusty from, I don't know why, it's been in a box, but this is a ruby bark. I forget what the size, 3203. I'm not sure if that's the size number. Bought it back in maybe 2019 from the Country Squire. This is a pipe that I did buy from John David over at the Country Squire. So it is a pre-loved pipe. I probably smoked it less than 10 times. So just for what it's worth, it is very clean. There is no rim darkening as far as I can tell. The band could be polished a little bit. I do have the stinger still. I pulled that out. So go do yourself a favor. Google some of the smaller Dunhill. I think this is a group like 3 or something. I couldn't tell you. I really don't know. Some of the smaller Dunhill pipes and see what they kind of cost on eBay. So before you email me, the Dunhill. Second up, and this one may surprise a few of y'all, but this is one I did buy, and I really loved it. I really do love it. It's a really great pipe. You may know what this is just by the bag. Maybe you don't. I don't know. But Scotty Purcell. This is a Scotty Purcell pipe. This is brand new, never been smoked. Got a little fan tail. And if you don't know anything about Scotty Purcell, you may want to do yourself a favor and go Google. Look at that. It's a nice blast. Look at that blast, the ring grain. Gorgeous. It is a pencil shank. And what Scotty does is she puts an aluminum piping through the stem so it makes it stable. And I guess this is kind of like a Bing's favorite-ish style. A gorgeous pipe. Google Scotty's prices. Yeah. So anyway, so now we're on to the Ardors, because I said there was 10. That's 2. That's 4, and that's 4. Okay, so yes, we are accurate with our 10 pipes. Let's do the smoked Ardor first. This is one I bought. Another one I bought from the Country Squire. It is a Ardor Jove 2016. So this is probably one of probably the earliest expensive pipe I bought. I probably bought it in 2017 or 2018. I don't know. Another one I bought from John David at the Country Squire. It is a really, really nice billiard with one of those army mount stems. I don't know. I forget what they're called. I've smoked it probably maybe 10, 12 times. Not a whole lot. Relatively clean on the inside. It's got some darkening. It wasn't bowl coated, so you can see I did pack it pretty high, and no rim darkening. There's a little bit right here. And if you want pictures, just let me know. Yeah, love the stem. Maybe it needs a little bit of a cleaning. That band should be shiny silver, so it does need a little polish. But this is a gorgeous pipe, very tall, probably 2 inches, if not a little bit more high. So nice deep bowl, put a lot of tobacco in it. Smokes really good too, from my opinion. So, all right, on to the new pipes, or the pipes that have not been smoked, unsmoked. This is one I got from Smoking Pipes, if I recall correctly. I think I've gotten all the Ardors from Smoking Pipes. I don't think I bought Ardor anywhere else other than that one that I bought from the Country Squire. This is one of their, kind of like the Jove. This is a yeah, Meteora, I believe, yeah. Because of the finish, it's this interesting, like, paneled, but rusticated finish they do. Absolutely gorgeous pipe. I love this pipe when I bought it. That's a nice gray and white acrylic stem with the obvious blue Ardor signature. Although, like, even Castello has their own little signature. Theirs is a line, except if it's a white stem. Castello does a little dot like a Dunhill. But that's another 2 inches, if not 2.5, maybe even 3. I don't know. I don't have a ruler on me, but incredible pipe. Incredible. I absolutely love this pipe. I just don't see myself smoking it. So that's why it's getting purged. Next up is a, I think this is a Mercurio. Yep, 2017. Very, very large pipe. I don't know, I couldn't tell you the weight on it. I love that green stem on it. Beautiful, unsmoked, very clean briar in the inside. Sorry, I got a little coffee's giving me some reflux right now. Oh well. There's a kind of a wooden-esque finish to the stem. I'm not sure if that's, I think that's wood. I think and it does, I'll show you. That is part of the stem. So, really, really nice. Love it. I'm trying to see if I think it's stamped something. Oh, it just says Ardor. Okay. They even stamped Ardor on the stem, like right down here. You can't really see it, but. And last of the Ardors, pipe number 6. This is one, I have something similar, smaller, and one I like a little bit more. This one's kind of a mix between the Meteora and the Alveare. It is an Alveare Fantasy, which Alveare in Italian means beehive, I believe. So they make it like a beehive. It has this kind of long line sections. The one I have, the one that I've kept, looks like a beehive. Like, it's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I love this finish. This one's just a little bit too big for me. When I got it, I'm like, dang, that's a big ass pipe. So it's about probably the same height as the other ones. It's very large. Right next to my head, big pipe. The stem is still very shiny. It has not oxidized or whatever. I don't know what they make it out of. I'm assuming it's some kind of like nickel. I don't know. I have no idea. Could be plastic for all I know. And it comes out. It's not an army mount, but it comes out. It goes into the stem through like a little. Here, I'll pull it out just so. So it just connects right in there. I try not to like pull the stems off these pipes too much because they are well seated. Try to get it straight back on there. Gorgeous pipe, absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I hope some people buy these. I hope some people love them because they are absolutely fantastic pipes, and it feels bad. Feels bad, man, to send them back to smoking pipes, of which I bought them from. Feels kind of, maybe I should have bought them to begin with. Who knew? My wife did. She would have said, you shouldn't have bought that stuff in the first place. Probably not. All right, so Castello. I decided that other than the number 10s, I'm going to have one of each of the finishes. So these are some redundant finishes that I have. Redundant finishes and or shapes. I have a number, I think this is a number 88 I could be completely wrong, but I think it's like in that I'm thinking 88 for whatever reason. It's their poker shape. I bought this one from, I'm pretty sure I got this from the Country Squire. I don't remember because it is, it doesn't have a stamp on it, and I don't have an email that I can reference, but it is a U.S. pipe. Usually Castello will stamp U.S. if it's sold in the U.S. market. And it has that. It also has the pie stamp, if you can potentially see right there. So this is a pie finish pipe. I think I should have Googled this before, but I think I have, but I can't really, there's no good determining factor. I think it's just something they consider very unique. It doesn't matter if the finish is different. It doesn't seem to matter, at least from what I've seen, if something's marked as a pie pipe or not, based on the finish. I think it just has to be something that they consider very unique. And I think it's because it's a poker, which they don't do very often, and it also has the double finish. So I think that, and it's kind of like an army mount stem, not really, but it does fit in there kind of like that, or at least it looks like it does. Gorgeous pipe. It's a little bit big for my Castello aficionado tastes. I like the Brucinazo pipes, which are the small ones under 5 inches, and they're usually number 10. Gorgeous. I love this pipe. Absolutely. And it's got the little finish on the bottom too. So, and that's would be like the Sea-Rock plus, it's like a Sea-Rock finish, and then this is, which is just a standard. Got some grain on the bottom. I guess they would consider it the Castello finish. I don't know. Next up, pipe number 8. Which one is this? Oh yeah, this is a number 10. The only reason I'm getting rid of this one is because I have one that is identical and a darker stain that I like a little bit more. And I'll explain to you, or I'll show you how short the number 10s can be. This is the size of my hand. That's how big number 10s generally are. This is under 5 inches. I couldn't give you an exact measurement, but I think it's either 4.9 or 4.8 or something like that. I have one that's 4.5. It's the smallest pipe I own. That's 4.5 inches long. Got a little bit of a bird's eye on the top. It's old antiquary, so that's what they do for the finish. I think the old antiquaries are generally sandblasted. I should have done a little more research as far as how they notate something, but yes, it's an old antiquary, number 10. Gorgeous pipe. As much of a Castello codger I claim to be, I still have a lot to learn about Castello and why they do certain things. The problem is you email them. If you email them in English, they don't respond to you. So I've literally have a friend, Roberto in Italy, who I've had him like, hey, I translated this email to Italian. Does it sound good? And he'll be like, yes or no, and then I'll send it to him. I've done that once or twice before. English, they didn't respond to me. Italian, they sent me an email back. Okay, so, yep, this is I think this is a Sea-Rock. Yep, Sea-Rock Briar. This is a white stem. It is a little long for my tastes. That's partially why I'm getting rid of it. I also have one that is almost identical, except for the fact that it's got a saddle bit stem instead of this standard stem on it. So it flares out. It comes in and it flares out, and it's a little shorter. So I decided to purge one of them because they both look very similar, and I don't need two very similar looking number 10s. So, and it's a little long. So I'm not sure if it would be considered a Bruchinazzo in that. I think it's over 5 inches. So, and I don't think I can look up, this one's one of the ones that I probably can't find an email for because it was bought quite a bit ago. And this one, and I want to say the last one, no, I think the other one was a US stamp. I think this one is an Italian. I think I bought this from Italy, and I think I bought it from Bolito Pipe, I think. I know I'm giving I thinks, but I think that's accurate, because I didn't buy it from my normal crack dealer. Yes, this is a US Castello. And last but not least, this is the last pipe I'm getting rid of. This is an Italian. I know exactly where I bought it from. I think that's what the CZ stands for. If you want to know, it's Tabaccaria Corti. That is my general place I shop at for Castellos. This is one of their number 11s. It is not a pie finish pipe. I don't know why, but it's got the 2 finish. It's relatively unique for what I've seen. It's one of their, they call it the old antiquari, but it's got the absolutely gorgeous sand. Look at that sandblast, man. That is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. And they have a little, the shank or whatever has got like a smooth finish to it. They are relatively small. They're a little bit bigger in stature than the number 10s because the bowls are usually really big. So the bowls are fat. They're fat, chunky bowls. But it's basically the number 10 with a bent stem. That's kind of what the number 11s are kind of intended. I think they're considered the Bruchinazzo length usually, but they are chunkier and the stem is bent. So there you go. That is the final pipe purge. This is the final pipe of the pipe purge. If you see one that you like and you want to entertain an offer to me, or you want me to entertain an offer, feel free to email me. Do your research beforehand, please. And understand that these pipes are expensive. I spent a lot of money on these, and I regret doing that. It was over many years though. Like, this isn't just like I bought them this year. This has been since 2016, so 9 years of time it took me to acquire a lot of these. And thankfully my crack dealer does layaway. I don't know if it's for everybody or for customers that are really good. I don't know if that's just something they do in general, but I have bought many through layaway, paying a little bit over time, and that has made some of these very expensive pipes very affordable. I can't offer you layaway. If you want to do, I don't know if you can do like a friends and family like payment plan where I get the money and you pay into it. I don't know how that works. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not, nah. If you don't want, if you can't pay me the full amount up front, don't worry about it. I may work at a bank, but I am not a finance person. I am just the Castello codger. This has been a fun video going down memory lane with these pipes. So have a great afternoon, guys. Thank you.